To hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast.
Hi, can you hear me? I like to do a sound check. If you can hear me, please type in the question box that you can. Hello, Winnie and Kat, Independent Stylist. Can you hear me? Let me know. Please type in, yay, woo! Okay, all right, let me just get sorted out here, and we're going to put the slideshow on so you can see it. And we'll get this started. All right. Thank you, everybody. Hi. Thanks for joining today. Thanks for joining live. And here we go. Wow. It's been pretty awesome. It's been quite a ride, and these last 2 years have been incredible. Almost 2 years. We launched Winnie and Kat in February of 2013, and it just keeps getting better. And I want to welcome all of the new independent stylists. Thank all of the current independent stylists who are on the call. Woo! The calls are really important, and it's great that you're here. It will also be recorded. I got about 30 different answers in different times, so which I figured would happen, but we got a lot of. Oh, sorry, Steph, I just kicked him. But we got a lot of responses, so that was really cool. And share this with your teams if you're an upline. And share it with everyone you know, because this is what it's like at Winnie and Kat, and we want people to know what they can expect when they join the company. If you have questions during the call, type them into the question box. If you are, sometimes I call on people. If you can't talk, that's fine. Sometimes some people don't have their microphones or whatever, for whatever reason you can't talk, that's okay. Just I will figure it out if you ignore me. And sometimes we have in and out communication with GoToWebinar, but we should be good because I'm on my headset today. Anyway, I will stop talking about that. We want to talk about making money. Woo! So we're a lot of fun at our company. We have awesome fashion. We have great clothing, and we empower women, and we want to make money. And I want to make sure that you're getting cash in your pocket from this experience. It's very important to me. Whether you joined with your starter kit or whether you invested $649, if you financed, it's a little more. So, we're going to talk about either it's $199 to about $720, maybe even a little more with your shipping and taxes. So let's talk about getting that back as soon as possible. And I want you to think about that too, and what it's going to feel like. And we're going to talk about some trunk show math, which is going to help you to set that visual image of not only, you're going to break even first, okay, and then the fun part begins, and how to make some extra cash after that. It's going to start out with extra cash and then build from there and beyond. So where to start? Where are we going to start? I should have asked this question first. I should have asked everybody where to start. And I will say that if you financed your kit, you don't get the same autoresponder that people do when they go in online, when they just click on join. So we're working on that and getting that going. But we realized that the other day that you're not getting the same, that you're just not getting that same email that gets shot out because it's a different process. So we're going to make sure that you get all of your welcome emails or not, but this is kind of a substitute to let you know what to do from the very beginning, and we'll make sure that you start getting that. But you should have gotten a welcome email and should know what to do. So the first thing to do is sign up to the Stylist Forum. You have to stay connected to get your business going, okay? And it's the stylists who are connected. It's the stylists who do the training who are successful. So where to start? We have an awesome training on our website. It's called 6 Weeks to Success. This is our Stylist Forum. This is what our forum looks like, and this is the training section. And you'll see under trainings, see at the top, it says trainings in cursive in script, and then underneath there's some different options, and see that third one is 6 weeks to success. Okay, extremely important. When you access it through resources. Okay, yeah, it's accessed through resources and then training. So when you join the company, it's really important, and when you're training people, and we're going to talk about that when we talk about home office leads, because it's really important to me that you're training your leads in the same way. Okay, everybody's going to have their own flair, their own way to work the business, but if you do want to get home office leads, I need to know that your new team members, or even like sometimes people just join and they don't have a stylist and they're assigned a stylist, and we need you. We need leaders because we have people we need to assign, okay? And we're going to talk about that a little more. But first, the first thing is 6 weeks to success, okay? That's what you're going to do to get started. And we'll go back, but first in your week 1, it's tools for success, and it's getting organized. But you're going to notice in there that one of the things in your first week is start promoting your business now, okay? And it's 6 weeks to success. This is not going to take you 2 weeks. Don't take 6 weeks to get through this training program, okay? Because what you need to do right now, it's the fall, okay? We have a lot of inquiries. We have a lot of leads. We have a lot of people joining. We have more people joining than ever. We had, what did I say? We had 15 people join since last Thursday. And that's never happened before. It's amazing. I mean, we're an organically growing company, and this is amazing what's happening right now. So you're here and you're on this call because you want to take part of it. All right. So I cannot stress enough the 6 weeks to success training, but just each section is 45 minutes long, and there's worksheets. So I would start with the first 2 weeks. Okay, the first one is kind of getting organized, okay? But you can do that alongside of starting to book your first trunk shows, okay? So start with those, those first 2 weeks. You have to start getting your trunk shows on the books, all right? And it's all important. Every part of it's important. But just start telling everybody and throw it out there and get your first 6 shows on the books. Now, doesn't have to be a giant launch party, doesn't have to be a big to-do, it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I don't want it to be perfect because I want hostesses to want to book, and we don't want to intimidate anybody. We don't want, if you've got the manicurist and the, henna tattoo artist, and, believe me, I've been to those parties. We live in LA. So, but, those are not good parties because they're overwhelming. And, if I don't want to go to a party and say, oh my gosh, I could never afford those cupcakes that she did, and I would not host a Winnie and Cat party. I want to go to a party and say, oh, I could go to Trader Joe's and throw out, some, what is that, blue cheese with the cranberry on it or whatever it is. It's really yummy. But, like something like that, that's like, I can throw that out there. I can do that. And that's the kind of party you want. You want it to be fun and easy. All right. So start with weeks 1 and weeks 2. Now, we are here for you when you need us. Okay. Every time you call, though, and ask for a tip, we're going to ask you about 6 weeks to success, okay? We're going to ask you, if you're calling us and telling us that you can't book parties, okay, first of all, now that we're spreading in different states, I'm gonna reference a stylist who's booking parties, Yeah. Janie said we're going to call your bullshit. Janie's in the corner of the office. We're going to call your bullshit. That's right. That's what we're here to do, okay? We can empower you, we can lift you up, and we'll do that too. But yes, Janie, we are going to call on your bullshit, because if you're telling us, amazeballs. I know my new favorite word from the Dream Team. Amanda McLean introduced me to that one. I love it. I know. I was getting I was like awesome sauce. I'm switching to amazeballs now. I like it. But anyway, so yes. So if you're calling us and telling us I did a vendor event, I'm going to tell you not to do vendor events. I do parties. Okay, stick to the plan. And, I take that you can do vendor events, but we can talk about that later. But the most important thing is do parties. Think about your time and what you're going to get for your return on investment in that time. Time is our most valuable resource. Okay, so if you are ever, I know it's hard, it's easy to get distracted. It's hard to stay focused. We've got so much information coming at us. A lot of us have kids at home. If you're an empty nester, congratulations. I love seeing that because I like to know that it can be done. All right, but I know there are so many distractions, and that's why the 6 weeks to success. And you know what? It's really basic. It's kind of cheesy, and it is, but it works. So just go back to that. And the thing I love about it too is there's worksheets. And it makes me listen and pay attention because I actually write the answers on the worksheet when I do it. And yes, I do it. And the leaders do it, and they do it again. And they do it again. So just do not complicate your business. We're selling clothing to women, and we're training other women to do the same thing. So that's it. Where to start? Okay, I think I probably got the point out about the 6 weeks to success. But you will not believe how many people call and say that they are having trouble with whatever it is. And when we ask if they have done 6 weeks to success, they say no. Okay, so this is, and on the other side of that coin, I can tell you that when you're successful, if you're just starting the business, and I ask you what you do, you will probably answer, I did 6 weeks to success. And that's how we kind of learn. We put this training out there, and when I ask the leaders, and I always ask, and you should ask too, you should connect to other people in the company, and they don't have to be on your team. You can find them on the Stylist Forum or on Whitney and Cat Facebook. Reach out to other people who are successful, okay? And when you ask them what they do, they will probably tell you that they do 6 weeks to success. So, okay, Stylist Forum. If you're not on the Stylist Forum yet, you need to get on it. It's the top right. Let me see. I don't think you can see it on here, but it's the top right of winnieandcat.com. That's our stylist community. So click on that to get invited. Put a picture up. I love it. It's nice. We can all see each other and we can share. Some of the stuff is on there. We typically don't delete things, so make sure to look at dates. This is a search engine optimized, so it's good to have a lot of content out there so people can still see us and find us. But go onto the forum. That's a great place to go. Your upline. Okay, make sure to reach out to your upline. But I want to say something about upline, okay? You're responsible for your own business, and you're responsible for your own success, all right? If your upline is not active, if your upline is not giving you what you need, you've got other resources in this company, all right? So you let us know. And it's okay because sometimes people join and they drop off, okay? Probably if you recruit, like once you have 100 people on your team, you will have 20 leaders, okay? You will have 80 people who you'll probably have 60 people who don't do anything, and you'll have 20 leaders, okay? And then you'll have some other people in between. So it's okay. Yes, it's great to have a really good upline, but we're still new, okay? And you've got Tiff, and Tiff is an awesome upline. So treat us like your upline. If you're not getting what you need from your upline, call the home office, and that's what Tiff is here for. And Tiff cares so much and gets so excited when you're successful. So she's here to help you. And yeah, Cheney says it's true. So it's Monday calls. Okay, make sure you're on the Monday calls. That's really important because you get company updates. We move fast around here. Things are we kind of move at the speed of light and don't have time to slow down. So make sure you're on the Monday calls. Everything's always recorded, so the Monday calls are recorded. If you can't make it, we do it twice. We do it at 9 a.m. Pacific time and 5:45 p.m. Pacific time. And when you're there live, it's great, but if you can't, you can listen to the recordings. And those are always posted in the Stylist Weekly, which is part of the Stylist Forum, and on Facebook. and on YouTube. And then repeat. Okay, so where to start? 6 weeks to success, stylist forum, upline TIFF, Monday calls, repeat. Okay, so repeat it. You know, you're doing great. You might need, if you need training, and there's other trainings too. There's trainings on how to have a fun trunk show and things like that, and that can come later. And you can always ask us, look, I've been having my trunk shows. They've been, you know, they've been good. My sales have been about $600 per show. How do I get them to $1,200? You know, and if you don't see a training there that speaks to you, reach out to us as well, and we'll help you. It's amazing what can happen when you hone in on that specific goal that you have. The magic of that is pretty incredible. Okay, now we're going to talk about home office leads. So, if you are doing these things, okay, we need help with home office leads. And this is not to say that you should rely on home office leads, but we need you. And we get people both who just sign up, which is super awesome. You know, we'll just be here and all of a sudden we get an email, you have a new member on your team, and we're like, yay! And then we call the person and we ask her about herself and match her with an upline. Now, sometimes you might get a call from someone, you might be mad, you know, we might think you might be a right fit. You might not be the right fit. So just be open to that. You know, sometimes new stylists we might offer them to interview because it's really important that they feel like it's the right fit for everybody. So, so that might happen. And then we also get leads all the time, you know, people asking about the company in all different formats. We get people on Facebook, we get leads emailed, all different ways we get leads. So we're assigning the leads, and I'm going to show you in the next slide how that's working and what to do when you start getting leads. Now, as far as who gets the leads, it's who is really working the business. It's who is going to make everything, who is going to help to duplicate what we're trying to do. You know, who is going to train their team members to have parties? Who is going to follow up on the leads? Who can we count on? You know, who can we count on to help us? And who's positive, who's upbeat, who, you know, and think about who you would want for your mentor. Would you want you? You know, think about that. Think about, are you positive? Are you upbeat? Are you doing parties? If you're not, then you need to go back and you need to make some changes, and that's okay because you're listening to this. Whether you're online or, you know, listening to this online or you're on the call, that's okay. Sometimes we need to make changes and adjustments, okay? You know, just think about that and think about where you want to go and well, you get my point. I'm reading a question and I always get distracted. I don't believe in multitasking. You'll see that. I'm not a good multitasker, but okay. So, and you can always reach out to us if you don't feel like you're the best mentor. If you're not getting leads, you know, call us and find out, hey, what do I need to do? And we'll tell you and do it, and then you'll get leads. It's pretty simple. Okay, if yes, then let's go because we need you. Woo-woo! All right. Here's what it looks like. Some of you are already getting leads. Super exciting. These are Ellen's leads. I took out the personal information, but this is what it looks like, okay? If you're starting to get leads, we're using Google Spreadsheets. So I would recommend you go to Google Drive, just familiarize yourself. Google Spreadsheets are, if you haven't used them yet, if you haven't used the Google Drive, it's all real time. So you can type in, you'll see, we're going to give you a spreadsheet with a name, and the information is usually filled in email or phone, depending on where the leads come from. And we like it when you do both. If both are there, you should call and email. Now, we also capture these leads on our contact list. And they go out on my constant contact mailings and things like that, but they can also go on yours. They can go on your newsletter, and that's part of getting started too. By the way, make sure if you don't have your newsletter account yet, let me know, and we'll make sure you do, and you start entering people into your newsletter. So anyway, so we'll send you. We'll let you know first, right, that you're going to be getting a Google spreadsheet. And then you can see, so we'll give you some detail, and then you can see on the notes what's happening, so like you can see Ellen's notes, which is awesome because now we can kind of look and see and assess how this is working, because it's all a work in progress, and to see, and we might need to make changes where in different places, but this is basically how it works. Okay, so yeah, we need to see your notes. That's really important. So it when you're there isn't a specific set requirement for what you need to do to get leads. Okay, it's typically we're looking for someone who is having parties and who's active, but I know a lot of you are new. Okay, I know a lot of you are just like ready to get started and ready to work this, and we haven't we're getting a lot right now. So if you're starting to get leads, you're going to get a few. You might even get one at a time, or maybe 3. Okay, another thing about leads is they take time. Okay, I mean, think about, some of you may have just heard of us and jumped on. Some of you may have been watching for months. All right. My friend Patty joined last week on Laura Bice's team. We've been talking for a year. So you want to make sure, don't get discouraged with your leads. These leads are golden, okay? And when you're getting the leads, we're saying to you, here is a precious, a precious whatever, some metal that we're giving you that could be a nugget. You don't know where your next leader is going to be. So treat these leads as people who are interested, something speaking to them about the company like it spoke to you, all right? And remember, you've got to talk to a lot of people to build your team. So if you get 3 leads, somebody might join. That's awesome. It's probably going to take you about 50 phone calls before you get someone to join your team, and those first leads might join 6 months from now. But I promise you, that your future self is going to thank you. Okay? And Jennifer just posted the rule of 10, contact them at least 10 times. Yes, somebody told me once that the follow-up with leads is part of the reason why it's so important is because people want to know that when they join your team, you're going to be in touch. People want to know that you're going to be there for them. And that's what that like rule of 10, the contacts, keeping in touch with people shows them that you're consistent and that you're going to be there when they need you. So this is what it looks like. If you have any questions, let us know. But we need to know that you want the leads. Okay, so you're not going to just randomly get a Google spreadsheet, because I want to know that you want them and that you can handle them, and that maybe you have too much stuff going on that you're not ready for leads or whatever. But let us know. If you're currently getting leads and you're working them, then you'll get more leads. And oh, right. Tiff just said too, if you're leaders, you can also help your downline with leads. So if some leaders are getting more than other stylists, like if you have a team, so you can also think about where this person might fit best. Maybe you have someone local who has the samples and whatever it is, but to help and mentor your downlines. And then you're going to, you take more of a role with that person, with that recruit. You almost treat them like they're actually yours. You're direct, but they're still on your team. So if there's any questions, let us know. All right, couple more slides, and then we're going to get going and I'm going to let you get back on your day and earn back that money for your kit. Okay, so I challenge you now to $3,000 in sales in your first 60 days. Okay, this is like a medium goal. All right, you can do more. Power Seller is $3,000 a month. Okay, so you can do more than that, but I want you to get the price. I want you to get your investment back and break even before you have to pay for your kit. Okay, so think about this. What would your bank account look like if you sold $6,000 in your first 60 days? Okay, you can do this. So do the trunk show math. I love trunk show math. It kind of, if you need to want to buy something, or you make a plan and you do it. So if you do $6,000 in your first 60 days, and say if you financed your kit plus interest, you're going to pay off your credit plus $900. Okay, so what would you do with that extra cash? And I need you to think about this. Take a few seconds, and after we get off the call, don't do anything for 5 minutes. Just sit and think about, I want you to visualize what you're going to buy, or what you're going to do, or what bill you're going to pay off, or seeing that, maybe you're going to start a savings account. I don't know, maybe you're going to buy that pair of boots that you want for this fall. Whatever you're going to do, think about it, and just sit there for about 5 minutes and just visualize that and your goal, what you're going to do with the extra cash. Don't wait for your kit to come. They're being mailed out. Okay, we promise. We're really busy, but they're all packaged. Oh, they went out yesterday? Oh my gosh, Cheney. I know, I was wondering, but oh my gosh, Cheney is amazing. Wow, okay. Kits are in the mail. I thought I noticed it was less full here than it was yesterday. All right. But don't wait for your kit to come. Start the 6 weeks to success today and tell everyone you know what you're doing. You've got that memory jogger form. If you don't know what that is, you can go to the forum and Getting Started resources. Okay, write down everyone you know. Who do you know who? You call everybody and get your shows on the books. When you have shows on the books, and they don't have to be, big shows are great shows. 12 people is awesome. If you have your friend wants to look at it, okay, invite 2 people over. It can be private showings, okay? Sometimes the best team members start out as private showings, the best customers. But set it up, just set up some practice shows, get your calendars booked. There's no reason not to, depending on what you have going on in your life, there's no reason not to do 5 shows a week. You can do that. Some of you are empty nesters and want a full-time job. So do it, maybe it's 1 show a week. Whatever it is, start now and get the shows on the calendar and fill up your calendar. Okay. And I want to know who's making back their kit. I want everyone to post it all over the place as soon as brag about it as soon as you've made that money back to pay back your kit. So I will see you all on Monday. And we'll be working, we'll be around, we'll be available. Get on the Monday call. The way that it works is you're going to get an email from me sometime over the weekend with the Stylist Weekly and the dial-in number for the Monday call. And you can also post on the forum, on the Stylist Weekly. You can post questions and things you want to know about on the call. The calls are recorded. And the Monday calls are really important, and we go over, business things, and it's also motivational. And I've just fire it up, ladies. It's time to go, and it has never been more exciting. And we're just going. We're pushing, and now is the time to push harder. It's like you push and you push and you push every day, and things are flowing, and sales are flowing in, and now they need to flow more. They need to flow harder, because if we want to keep on doing these great things, we want to keep on improving, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to have those parties. I'm counting on you to sell the clothes. I'm counting on you to talk about it. It's all about you, and I know that you're out there. I know what it's like to be out there selling, okay? You're putting yourselves in, sometimes, it's not comfortable. It's not, it might not be comfortable to stand in front of a room of women. It might not be comfortable if you don't know exactly what you're doing. You might be the first one in your state, and you have never met a single Winnie and Cat person or seen product before. And I'm asking you to book shows to tell people that you're going to show them how awesome it is. Okay? I get it. I understand that. And I appreciate it. And that is why here at the home office, we're doing everything to make your lives easier. Okay? And I want you to know how much I appreciate what you're doing and respect what you're doing, because it's not easy. You're putting yourself out there, and the first step is always the most difficult. Thank you for that, Anastasia. And just you'll get your system down, and you're going to start getting successful. And once that money hits, once you get that first pay quicker, wow. You know, I mean, that does amazing things. You've taken, Anastasia said you've already taken the first step, which is true. You know, you whatever, you initiated that ZASMA payment, or, you know, whatever you did, you took the first step. And Mary said it becomes easier every time. And you know what, just reach out, and we're here for you, and we're appreciating. So remember, when you're standing up in front of that group of women, that I'm thinking about you, and I know what it's like. Okay, so just remember that we're here, we're supporting you, and we're excited for you, and we're going to cheer you on. Because every time, every sale that comes through, every new stylist that comes through, we all get super excited, and we love it, and we appreciate you. So thank you, everybody. And I know there's more questions and more comments, and I'm gonna take those for Monday, and I'm gonna use those for my Monday notes. Thank you, everybody, for joining. So can't wait to meet all of you who I haven't met before, and let's just make it happen. Woo! Bye-bye.